Good morning, ma'am, and hello, my dear friends. I am Shikha, and my roll number is 5532. Today, I present my assignment of algebraic number theory. Let's start with this theorem statement. The primes in Qi is equal to k can be divided into three classes. Number 1, the prime 1 plus iota and its associate. Number 2, the rational primes of the random 4n plus 3 and their associates. Number 3, the prime factors a plus b iota of the rational primes of the form 4n plus 1 and their associates. Now proof. Let pi be any prime element of k. Then pi divides exactly one rational primes, say pi by p. Then we distinguish the following cases. Case number 1, p is equal to 2. We know that 2 is equal to 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota. Further, we know that 1 minus 1 iota and minus iota are units of k. And 1 minus iota is equal to minus iota into 1 plus iota, and 1 plus iota is not a unity of k. So 2 is equal to minus iota into 1 plus iota whole square. Now since we know that every rational primes can be decomposed into at least of most 2 prime of a quadratic field, and so 1 plus iota must be a prime number. So we get pi is equal to 1 plus iota or an associate of 1 plus iota. Now case number 2. Now case number 2, p congruent 3 mod 4. Since pi is an element of k, so pi is an algebraic integer of k. That is, pi is equal to x plus iota y for some integers and x and y. Now pi divides p is equal to x plus y iota alpha for some algebraic integer alpha of k. That is, p is equal to x plus iota y a plus iota before some integer a and b. Now further, GCD of AB is equal to 1 and GCD of xy is equal to 1. But the product of two complex number is a real number. That is, a plus iota b is equal to x minus iota y. That implies p is equal to x plus iota y into x minus iota y is equal to x square plus y square. But p congruent 3 into mod 4. That implies x square plus y square congruent to 3 into mod 4, which is not possible as no number of the form 4n plus 3 can be written as a sum of two squares. So either pi is equal to p or pi is an associate of p. Now case number 3, p congruent 1 into mod 4. Now we know that minus 1 is a quadratic residue of primes of the form 4n plus 1. So there exists a integer x such that x square congruent to minus 1 mod p or p divides x square plus 1. If possible, let pi be an associate of p. Then p is also a prime element of k, but x square plus 1 is equal to x plus iota into x minus iota. But both x plus iota and x minus iota are algebraic integers of k. Now k is a simple field and p divides x plus iota or p divides x minus iota. That implies x by p plus 1 by p iota or x by p minus 1 by p iota must be an algebraic integer of k, which is not so since algebraic integers of k are of the form a plus b iota, where a b belongs to z. So p cannot be a prime element of k, and so pi must be a divisor of p. This gives rise to three classes of primes in k as according to the nature of rational primes which they divides. Now definition. Let alpha, beta, gamma be algebraic integer in q root m, where m is a square free. Then we say that alpha congruent b mod gamma if gamma divides alpha minus b in q root m. Now this is now Fermat's theorem in the ring of Gaussian integer qi. Theorem statement. Let pi be a prime in qi such that pi is not an associate of 1 plus i. Let alpha is an algebraic integer of qi such that GCD alpha pi is equal to 1. Then alpha of pi and then alpha is then alpha power phi of pi congruent to 1 mod pi. Now proof. Since pi is not an associate of 1 plus iota, so either pi divides p where P is a rational prime of the form 4n plus 1 or pi is equal to q, where q is a rational prime of the form 4n plus 3. Now since alpha is an algebraic integer of qi, alpha is equal to lambda plus iota m, where lambda belongs to z and m belongs to z. Now arises case 1. Now suppose pi by p, then alpha p congruent lambda plus iota m whole power p congruent to lambda p plus iota m power p and mod p congruent lambda plus iota pm and mod p. But iota p is equal to iota 4n plus 1 is equal to we can write this iota 4n into iota is equal to iota 4n into iota. This is equal to iota. Therefore lambda plus iota m whole power p congruent to lambda plus iota m and mod p. That implies alpha p is congruent to alpha mod p in qi. But pi by p that implies alpha pi congruent to alpha into mod pi. But qi is a simple field and GCD alpha pi is equal to 1. That implies alpha pi minus 1 congruent to 1 into mod pi. That is alpha pi phi of pi is equal to congruent to 1 mod pi phi in this case. Now case number 2. Let pi is equal to q. Then phi of pi is equal to phi of q divides q square minus 1. Now alpha q congruent to lambda plus iota m q congruent to lambda square plus iota q lambda q plus iota q m q mod q congruent to lambda plus iota q m mod q. But iota q is equal to I into 4n plus 3. Now separates the power iota 4n plus 1 into iota square. This is equal to minus iota. Alpha square is equal to lambda plus iota m mod q is equal to alpha bar. Then alpha q square is equal to alpha q into alpha q. This is equal to alpha bar is equal to alpha bar की power q. This is equal to alpha bar and bar congruent to alpha mod q. But GCD of alpha and q is equal to 1 and qi is a simple field. That implies alpha q square minus 1 congruent to 1 mod q. That is alpha phi of pi is equal to 1 congruent to 1 mod pi. Thank you.